Have you ever tried building a beautiful front end with AI and ended up with something that looks like the same generic AI Slop UI we see everywhere on the internet? Yeah, me too. But today we are trying something completely different. This is Kombai, a domain specialized AI agent built specifically for front end development. Not just code generation, but real UX, real best practices, and real developer style output. Kombai understands your actual tech stack, learns from your components, and even uses your design system, so the code it produces feels like you wrote it. It has got native Figma integration that reads real world complex design files and even cleans up messy layers automatically. A powerful built-in browser agent that can run tests, inspect DOM elements, analyze accessibility, SEO and performance, and even automate tasks for you. And the best part, Kompai supports over 300 plus front-end frameworks and component libraries across web and mobile, and comes with front-end tuned planning, so you can propose layouts, generate do-fi mockups, and ask for clarification questions just like a real developer. Best of all, it helps you design unique, beautiful interfaces using curated themes, fonts, color systems, modern animations, and real-world design inspirations. So no more generic AI slope UIs anymore. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use Kompai inside VS Code or Cursor to build and improve UIs that doesn't look like every other AI generated site. And by the end of this tutorial, you will see exactly how Kompai is becoming the best AI companion for front-end developers. And if that sounds interesting, let's quickly get started. So as you can see, here I have opened up Cursor and opened up a blank project, and here I have already added Kompai. And again, if this is your first time, all you have to do is to click the first link in the description below and head over to kompai.com, and you can go ahead and sign up for a new account. And once you sign up, you can go ahead and add the same in VS Code, in Cursor, Anti-Gravity, in Windsurf, or even Tray. So you just have to click on the appropriate button. For example, in this case, I'm planning to use it in Cursor. Well, I can click on this in Cursor option, click on Open Cursor, and you can go ahead and install this extension, and it should be pretty much good to go. And now after the extension is added, you can go ahead and open it up. And for the first time, when you open the extension, obviously you'll be asked to log in with your Kompai account. Just go ahead and log in, and then this is going to be the kind of interface that you'll see. So as you can see here, we have Kompai opened up, and it says build frontend with Kompai. Kompai builds beautiful functional frontends from Figma, text, or image. Start a new project or make changes to your existing code base. So the first thing that I want to tell about Kompai is that it doesn't matter if you're working on an existing project or if you want to start from scratch. Either ways, Kompai got you covered. In this video specifically, we are planning to start from scratch. But for example, if you've been working on a project already and if you want to use Kompai on your existing project, well, you can open that project, open Kompai, and get going. So, okay, just to give you some context, today this video, let's just say I have an interior design company and I want to create a landing page for my interior designing company. So that is basically what I want to do. And now in that case, all I have to do is to click on this text input area right here, and I can go ahead and give a prompt. So I'll first go ahead and give a master prompt and have the basics get ready. And then after that, I'll go ahead and explore and show all the features that Kombai has to offer. So here I have already prepared a prompt. So I'll go ahead and paste the same in here. So as you can see, it says build a modern, premium, and visually stunning landing page for an interior design company. The brand style should feel luxurious, clean, and highly aesthetic. Use a white and soft beige color palette with a lot of negative space. I mean, this is like a pretty detailed and elaborative prompt I prepared using ChatGPT. And again, towards the bottom, if I click on this drop-down menu right here, I can find a couple of questions. So first of all, we have plan mode, we have code mode, and we even have ask mode. So if you want Kompai to directly go ahead and start building, well, you put it in the code mode. But in this case, I'll keep it in the planning mode. And after that, we'll have some back and forth conversation with the AI to finalize the color theme, the layout, and all that. So this right here is the initial prompt I'll begin with. And again, if you want to, let's say, attach some images for reference, you can click on this button right here and attach image. Or you can also go ahead and give a Figma link and turn that into design as well. And again, I have already created a video related to the same. And again, I'll make sure to leave that in the I button above or link in description below. And again, here we have this browser agent selected. So I'll keep it in the agent section. And again, I'll explain more about it later. And now it is in plan mode, and I'll click on the send button right here. And by the way, this right here is a blank Next.js project. So it could be a React project or whatever be that project that you're working on. Well, Kompai supports all of that. So as you can see, Kompai is currently going through all the files that we have within our project to figure out what kind of a project it is. And there you go. As you can see, here we can find proposed tech stack, and it says the project type is React, framework is Next.js 16, build tool is TurboPack, it is a TypeScript one, Tailwind version 4, app router, the package managers, PNPM, framer motion, lucid. Okay, all of that looks good. And again, if you want to make any changes to this tech stack, well, you can click on this edit tech stack option and make the changes. But in this case, this is exactly what I want. I'll click on the continue button right here. All right, so there you go. As you can see, the AI is now creating a plan.md file. So based on the prompt that we gave and also the tech stack choice, it will now go ahead and create a comprehensive plan as to how to implement what we asked. So in this case, we asked for a landing page and now it is coming up with a plan. In which ways, let's wait for the AI to complete it. And after that, we can go ahead and review that. And again, if needed, we can go ahead and propose any changes. All right, so seems like it is already done. And now visual style, okay, here I can already find the color palette because I already mentioned it in the prompt, and I can find the layout structure in here. Okay, so you can actually find a layout structure, that's a good thing. And component breakdown, okay, hero section, about services, portfolio, design tokens, that is basically the colors. I can find the color code, assets required are hero background, about section, image for service icon. I mean, you can find a complete list of everything that the AI is planning to do. And the good thing here is that if you want to, you can directly go ahead and make changes to this file right here, or you can just go ahead and ask follow-up questions and make changes directly. For example, for this one, I just want to change the color palette and also decide on a font pair. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and give a follow-up prompt. Can you give me like a couple of different color palette options instead of the one that we currently have? And now I can send the message and let's just wait for it. So there you go. I just went ahead and asked Kombai to give me a couple of different color options, like color palette options. And here we have a bunch of them. Option 1 is classic ivory and beige. Then we have warm beige and bronze. And then we have monochromatic beige as well. And now all I have to do is to review all of this and find the one that I want to use. So in this case, let's just say I'll go with the classic ivory and beige. So I just want to go with option 1. And next up, I also want the AI to give me a couple of, font pairing suitable for my design. So I can go ahead and give another prompt. So I'll go with option 1, that is classic ivory and beige. And can you please also let me know which will be the best font pairing for this design? And now I can click on the send button. So here I can find a couple of options. So first of all, we have Playfair Display plus Railway. Then we have Zinsel plus Open Sans. Okay, a couple of different options, the font, level, and also the sizing. Usage, I can find all that option. So the one that Kombai recommends is the option 1. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and say, okay, I'll go with option 1. So based on all the options that we have selected, please come up with a master plan and let's get started working on the same. And I'll click on the enter button and let's just wait for it. And the good thing about using the new plan mode is that you can have a back and forth conversation with the AI, and you can just go ahead and brainstorm together with AI, and AI will chip in its own suggestions and you can give your suggestions or requirements and have a back and forth conversation. And after that, you can go ahead and ask Compile to create a master plan and approve the plan and obviously start working on the same. So this looks good. So I'll go ahead and click on this approve plan option. And now what happens is that based on all the input and the initial prompt and our inputs, the AI will go ahead and start coding the same. And as you can see, right now we are in the code mode and the AI has started working on the same. So it will take some time. So let's just wait for it. So we need a couple of packages like Framer Motion and Lucid React. So I'll go ahead and run the command to install both these packages. And now as you can see, it says great, dependencies are installed. Now let me fetch the design assets, stock images and icons. So it will automatically find all the resources like the images, the icons, and do pretty much everything for you. In which ways it will take some time. So I'll wait and I'll see you after it's completed. And there you go. Kombai is done creating the initial version of our landing page, and it has even started the development server. And as you can see, it is live on localhost 3000. And if you click on this option right here, it will open a browser instance that can be controlled by Kombai. And again, we also have a couple more interesting features, which I'll explain. And again, this right here is the landing page, and it says transform your space into timeless luxury. And okay, our services, recent projects, okay, our design process, nice animations, client testimonials. So pretty much everything that we asked for is in here. So we basically asked for a specific color scheme and also the font and also each individual sections. Everything is exactly like the way we wanted. But one thing that is missing as of now is a navigation bar. So towards the top, I need a navigation bar. So what I'll do is I can go ahead and give a follow-up prompt, and for the time being, it actually looks good. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and give a follow-up prompt, and I could go ahead and say, right now the design looks good, but we are missing a navigation bar to the top. So can you please go ahead and add a pill-shaped navigation bar towards the top with some menu items? All right, and now I'll click on the send button. Okay, so let's just wait for it. And there you go. Here we already have the same. And as you can see, here we have the pill-shaped navigation bars, the book now button, and even our company name. All right, so that looks good. So basically, this is the overall flow of creating a nice UI using Kombai. But the thing is that it doesn't stop here. And again, we have even more cool features right within Kombai. And again, as I mentioned earlier, this right here is a browser instance that can be directly controlled by the agent right within Kombai, and it is also directly connected to Kombai as well. So towards the bottom, as you can see, here we can find a couple of options. Maybe I can expand the same. And the interesting thing here is that I can go ahead and select individual DOM elements or even capture a screenshot and send it directly to Kombai all within this interface towards the bottom right corner of the screen. For example, let's just say I want to add some icons right now. Here we have a couple of options saying 15 plus years of experience, 500 plus projects completed, and also 100% client satisfaction. And now if I click on this particular button that says add reference elements, I can select the same. And now every time I hover over, individual items, I can find a highlight. And again, I can select any specific part within our page. So in this case, I just want to select these option right here, right? Okay, let me just go ahead and select it. Okay, this one exactly. So this part is now selected, that is this about us section right here, and again you can find that in here. And maybe if you want to, you can click on this particular button right here and even capture a screenshot to provide additional context to Kombai, and again the same is attached as well. And now I can go ahead and say I want to add some relevant icons to 15 plus years of experience, 500 plus projects completed, and 100% client satisfaction shown in the about section. Okay, and now I can click on this send to chat option. And now what happens is that, as you can see, the same is pre-filled in here, and again the selection that we made and also the screenshots are already pre-filled and attached for you. And now all I have to do is to click on the send button right here, and I just wait for it. All right, so seems like it is done. So I'll click on keep all and let me head back, and there you go. Here we have all these icons added. It's as easy as that. And next up, if you want to make any changes anywhere, well, you can simply select the same and make targeted edits. And yet another cool thing is that right now, if you go ahead and put the @ symbol, you can now find a option called as resources. And if I click on the same, here we have a couple different type of resources like UI libraries, colors, typography, and animation libraries. For example, let's just say I want to change some UI elements or sections within this landing page, and for that I want to use or make use of some pre-built components that already Kombai has access to. Well, in that case, all I have to do is to select the resources option, click on UI libraries, and I can find a bunch of different UI libraries in here like Magic UI, Astonity UI. We have a couple of options. For example, let's just say Astonity UI, and now I can go ahead and maybe let's just say I want to change let's say, okay, our services section. Maybe I'll go ahead and select the our services section like this, right? Okay, it's selected. And now I can go ahead and give a prompt. Can you please replace the our services section in the landing page with some other elements from the resource library? And now I'll click on the send to chat option right here. And the same is added in here for me. And again, I'll have to select the resource once again. So UI libraries, and I'll select Astonity UI, and I'll click on the enter button. So basically what happens is that if I go to the Astonity UI website and if I click on components, here I'll be able to find a bunch of different components. So there you go. This browser instance right here is what AI itself has opened. So this one is what I opened up. But as you can see, this browser instance is what the AI opened up. And if I open Kombai, as you can see, it has navigated to the official website of Astonity UI, and now it is going through individual elements or let's say components within this particular page, and will find a suitable component to use in our project, and it will automatically take the code, take our content and add the same and implement everything for you, so you don't have to do anything. So basically I just went ahead and told I just want to replace a particular section with a different component from Astonity UI, and I hit enter, I know the AI agent itself went ahead and opened up a browser and went to ui.asternity.com/components, and it's now going through all this list of components, and it will find the component that is suitable in our project and add the same without we lifting a finger. So this is also one more interesting and cool feature in the newest version of Kombai. In which ways, let's just wait for it. So as you can see, it just went ahead and opened up the individual page for that particular component, and now the AI will have full access to the code, the implementation guide and all that. Okay, anyways, I'll wait for the AI to add the same to our project and I'll see you afterwards. All right, so there you go. The AI is done replacing the R services section with a bento grid from Eternity UI. So maybe I can refresh. Okay, so this right here is our page, and if I scroll down, here we have the R services section, and as you can see, the same is replaced with a beautiful bento grid which the AI found from the Astronity UI website. And again, one thing that I want you to tell me is that does it feel like it is an AI generated one? So every time you open an AI coding tool and give the exact same prompt I gave, like create a landing page for a luxury interior design company, the chances are you will find that weird purple color and that gradient color every single where, and it just screams that it's AI generated. But as you can see, this one is super clean, modern, have that luxurious feel into it, and also followed the exact layout, color and font pairing that we asked for, and this is the output that we have. And the interesting thing is that I could not really find any of that AI Slop UI kind of thing in here. No weird gradients or that purple color. And that is one thing that I like a lot about Kombai. Okay. And again, in a similar fashion, if you want to replace any elements with a different one from any UI library, well, you can just go ahead and select the same and enter the symbol like this, open the resources option, select UI libraries and select the one from here. And again, if you want to, let's say, select a different color palette or let's say typography like font pairs and all that, you can select and add that using these options right here. That is also one more cool thing. And next up, let's just say I want to add a about page to this particular project. So right now here we have an about section and it takes us to this about section right within our primary landing page. Next up, let's just say I want to create a new about page in the slash about root. Well, in that case, I can click on this plus button right here to open a new chat. I can go ahead and give a new prompt. So let me just say I want to create a new about page and add the same to the project, and the page URL should be our website slash about. So basically I want to include some information about our company, some photos of works that we have done, our client names and all that, including testimonials. There you go. First of all, can you please give me a couple different layout options, and I'll pick the one that I like from the list you provide. And again, as you can see, it is in plan mode. So basically I'm asking the AI to give me a couple of different layout styles, and I'll pick the best one. And now I'll click on the send button and let's wait for it. And now as you can see, Kombai is now asking a couple of different follow-up questions to me. So it says, before I create a plan, I need to clarify a few things. What style tone do you prefer for the about page? Okay, do you have any specific content ready? How many portfolio projects do you want to showcase? Well, I can go ahead and give answers to the same. I need a professional and corporate look, and I don't have any content ready as of yet. Just use some placeholder content or dummy content for the time being. I want to showcase 6 to 12 projects in a grid. So as you can see, the AI is now generating a couple of different layout styles for the about page that we asked for. And we can open this plan file and then, go through all the layout styles and pick the one that we like the most. And you can ask the AI to instantly start coding the same. All right, so it's done. And here I can find a couple of different options. So this one is layout option 1, where we have the hero banner. Okay, company story section, portfolios. Okay, 2 tabbed layout. All right. Okay, I like option 1, so I can go ahead and say I like layout option 1. So let's go with layout option 1. That is classic vertical flow. All right, so seems like that's done. I'll click on this approve plan option, and the AI agent will move to the code mode and will instantly go ahead and implement the same. So let's wait for it. All right, so there you go. That's done. So I can click on keep all, and now okay, so the about section is linked, and this right here is the about page that the AI has created. All right. Okay, so we have some bug in here for the numbers which we have to fix, but almost everything that we asked for is in here. Nice animations. And to be honest, it's actually really hard to tell if it's an AI generated one, because Nothing about this design actually screams it is an AI generated one. Look at that timeless and luxury kind of feel that this page has got, right? Interesting. And again, yet another cool thing right within Kombai is that towards the bottom, you can find a couple of different options like resource library, then we have text stack and also rules. And again, if you want to edit and add particular rules, you can use this option. But the one that we are particularly interested in is this one right here that says resource library. And if I click on the same, it will open up a page, and here I can find all the different resources or UI libraries and pretty much everything that I can directly use in my project in just a single click. For example, here we have UI library and let's just say magic UI, and if I click on go to resource, it will open up this particular page, and here I can find all the components that are readily available. For example, let's just say confetti. I can click on the same, and there you go. Here we have this confetti, right? Now the thing is that I can directly go ahead and ask the AI to implement the confetti component from magic UI into our website, and the AI can do it in just a couple of clicks. That's how interesting it is. So pretty much every different elements and components that you can find from this resource library page, well, you can add that to your project or by giving a couple of prompts to Kombai, and that is also something that you'll have to take a look at. So if you're tired of that AI slop UIs with all that purple colors and gradients, well, this is the time for you to switch to Kombai and start using it right away. And again, you can click the link in the description below and add Kombai to cursor and instantly start using the same. And again, almost all the designs, I mean, I've been trying it out for the last few days, and pretty much every designs it created, in none of them we had any purple gradient colors or any of that AI slop BS. Okay, and again, if you do want to try it out, just make sure to head over to the Kompai's website, sign up for a new account, and you can instantly start using the same. And again, it's finally time to say goodbye to all that AI slop UI. And again, I hope you guys found this video useful. If yes, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.